welcome to my channel. On today's lecture I want to show us a very simple thing. I love creating atmospheres when I want to play. I love my play being atmospheric. So what I will be showing us today is the patches I use for creating this wonderful atmosphere. The patches, the voices I use on my montage aids to create this awesome moments. Do you understand? Worship moments. Do you understand? So just come, let's dive right in while I show you all my presets. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, welcome, guys. If you know me too well and you follow my tutorial, you know I don't play with the number 2 patch, which is my analog pad. You know I don't play with it, but okay, let me just tell you my presets from number 1 to the last one and why I use them. Okay, now my number 1 preset is the full concert grand. It has this unique motif feel. Do you understand? I know motif okay, the piano we are using is the Yamaha Montage 8, but I know motif their piano is really strong, but this piano is to be compared with the one in motif and so on. So that's for my number 1. You can see it, see it here, see the number 1, and you can see as I move the fader also moves here like this, which is the volume control. While my number 2 is called the analog pad, which I don't play with. Anytime you see me play, you must hear the analog pad. So number 2, I don't play with my analog pad. You find it under category pad warm, then analog. I love this part so much. Anytime I play, you must always hear the analog pad and so on. Then why thirdly, I use my background strings. Okay, let me play the voices and just let you know how it sounds like. Okay, for the first one, it's the full concert ground. This is how it sounds like. Why for the number 2 is the analog pad. So number 2, analog pad. Why for our number 3 we have the background strings. I love the strings so much. Most times I like cutting the release of the strings. This is the release here, so I like cutting it most times to maybe 19 or so. So you can see it here. So that's for the third one, which is my background strings. Then my the fourth patch I like using is what we call the J-pop bell. Just hear it sounds. So most times I mix it with my pad, so you just hear something like this. Make sure it's not too loud. So you can hear the J-pop bell, but yeah, it sounds alone. So that's for my number 4. Then my number 5 patch, I just like this greasy sound, which is the super trance. See it here, the super trance. So you can see how I control the faders, right? So most times I don't make it loud like this. I just put a little bit of it with my piano. So you just give it this background greasy sound. You understand? You can relate when when you're worshiping and so on. Then fifth, okay, my sixth patch is the violin solo 2. Yeah, it sounds. And most times if I'm playing my violin solo 2, I make sure I add some little reverb to the voicing. Okay, so I make sure I add reverb, this reverb, to my violin. So I select the violin, then add the reverb. So that's for my sixth voice. Why the seventh, I use what's it called, the DX pad. I like mixing with my piano also, so it just gives me this sound. Okay, without the piano, yeah, it sounds. So you know why I'm using it right now. So but if you add a little bit of, if you add piano, I add a little bit of DX pad, these are it to sound like. Then lastly, I use my arpeggio. So thanks for watching, guys.